it wasn't that he doesn't have a chance. It was just like, it makes no sense. Because how does that help my business? How does this work for my business? That's what I kept saying, right? Listen, they want to fight? Hey, Floyd, come on over to the octagon. We'll get you out of there in about 2 seconds, right? That was my attitude. But, you know, Conor wanted this thing and you know, started pushing hard for it. And I kept telling him, did you see how long it took to make Mayweather-Pacquiao? Right? Well, it just goes to show you what an asshole Bob Arum is. Which we all already knew, but now we really know. Because when I sat down with these guys and actually started talking, this deal moved incredibly fast. You know, Floyd's surrounded by some really intelligent guys. When you're dealing with smart guys, you can get things done. The problem in my business is I deal with a lot of guys who think they're smart and they're not, and that's the worst.
How have you found dealing with Al Heyman and actually sharing?
Incredible. It was great.
What about in terms of sharing the promotional burden this time and not maybe being able to make unilateral decisions?
Say that again?
What about in terms of sharing kind of the promotional burden and not being able to make kind of unilateral decisions and having to work with kind of the other camp on this?
Yeah, well, I made that decision myself. I made the decision that, you know, I didn't want, we were going to do a boxing match under Mayweather Promotions. You know, we don't need to get the UFC involved or do UFC fights or any of that stuff. It's going to be a boxing match, so.
Is this a one-off, or could this be something that can be repeated in the future? Because I mean, in the past you've said that you would never cope and play with anybody. I mean, is this a one-off, or is this something that could happen? It's
a one-off. Listen, I'm not looking to, for the next 2 years, I'm going to have every guy in the UFC wanting to box somebody, you know what I mean? But the reality is this, these were two of the right guys at the right time in the right place, and that's why it's such a big fight. All these other boxing matches between my guys just aren't this big.
Dana, the other thing that's been very impressive is your intros to how's your throat, and has Bruce Buffer still got a job?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You know, obviously, boxing press conferences are way different than mine. I'm of the belief that there's only 2 people that everybody wants to hear from, Floyd and Conor. And in boxing, you got 9 guys going up there and giving speeches that nobody wants to hear from. You know, if you want to hear from me, ask me a question and I'll answer it. But other than that, man, I'll just kick it over to Conor. That's who you're here to see.
That's the question. Is Bruce Buffer's job?
No, Bruce Buffer's job is solidified. Believe me.
Dana, since the fight's been made, has it caused any rifts within the UFC division with the fighters?
Has it caused any rifts with other fighters?
Yeah, have they got the ump over it?
Not yet. But, you know, when this thing's over and guys start saying, hey, I want to box this guy and that guy, and I tell them no, then it probably will.
Dana, one of the main things that Conor had yet to achieve in his UFC career is that you've spoken about is fighting at Croke Park. Is there now pressure on you guys to arrange such an event in order to bring him back? Guys,
you know that we could have done this event today at Croke Park, and it probably would have sold out. It would have been insane. Imagine that. But yeah, we have talked about Croke Park many times. And, you know, even when we were thinking about doing it, there were a lot of restrictions on us doing events and it not getting over at the right time and everything else. So there would have to be some things that we would work out there, but the answer is hell yeah, we'd go to Croke Park. We'll make him happy. We'll make him happy. You know, he's very important to this company. He's always been a stand-up guy. You know, when we've been in bad situations, he's done what no other fighter has ever done. He'll take a fight. He will fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. Lots of people say it. I'm the guy on the phone asking him to do it. I know who does and who doesn't. Conor McGregor is the unicorn. He is the unicorn.
You said you planned never to rule McGregor out. That's still true?
I said never what?
You said you planned never to rule McGregor out?
Yeah, I don't doubt him anymore, man. You know. When we were on the world tour with Jose Aldo, he kept saying to everybody, I'm going to knock this guy out in the first round. I was like, man, you better pump the brakes. You know, this is the greatest 145-pounder ever, the only 145-pound champion in the UFC. And, you know, I just didn't see him knocking him out in the first round. He knocked him out in 13 seconds, so I don't doubt this kid anymore.
Dana, just lastly, what does success look like on August 27th from your perspective? When this is all over, what does success look like?
What does what look like?
Success.
Success?
Like, what's a successful event for you?
Conor said I will knock this man out within 4 rounds. Oh my God. If he knocks Floyd Mayweather out in 4 rounds, that would be, it's going to be insane. It's going to be absolute insanity. And all the people who said this fight was a joke and this was ridiculous and all this stuff. What do you say then? Good?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming out today, you guys. I appreciate it.